Good Monday morning. Good Monday morning to you. It is February 16th. Hey, we here. We here. Made it out of the weekend. A lovely weekend. A little bit of rain. But you know what? It wasn't ice. It wasn't snow. So, hope your morning is off to a great start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sugar Pearls, and thanks for tuning in on this Monday morning. I got to thinking last week when I did a class for you, when we did our bounty and bliss morning affirmations and breathing. And I forget which day it was, but I had a reflection on one of those days that there just never seems to be anything good happening in the world. If you watch your normal major news outlets, they thrive, their business thrives on getting us emotionally charged, right? And usually the things that get us emotionally charged are those negative things, those really bad, that make us and other people feel kind of lousy. And it just wears on it, doesn't it? It does. So we started last week by doing some breath work, taking those cleansing breaths in. We can practice a little bit right now this morning. Then I want to share something with you because I don't have a whole lot of time, but the light's coming up. Yes. I think it's going to be another great day. A little bit cooler, but a beautiful, bright day nonetheless. Okay. All right. So before we get started, or while you're heading to the car or grabbing that last cup of coffee, let's take a couple of breaths. We'll do 3. So let's take deep breaths in. Let's 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. 5, 5. Okay, so breathe in for 5, hold for 5, out for 5. Okay. Get yourself a comfortable spot. Loosen those shoulders. Make them as jelly-like as possible. Unclench your jaws. Get everything loose and limber. And let's breathe. Okay. In. Good. Hold for 5. And out for 5. Let's do another one. In for 5. Hold it. And release. Good. So let's go for 5 once more. Last one. Hold it. Release. Good. Good. Sometimes we forget to breathe. I know I do. I know. And it sounds stupid, but there's truth to it. Sometimes, especially when I'm hearing the news and seeing the foolishness, sometimes I don't shallow my breathing has become. So when I remind myself to breathe in deep breathe all that. It's just a reminder to slow it down, to slow it down. Our breath is life. So make sure we're breathing in all the beautiful and positive intentions for today and breathing out all of the noise, all of the junk of life. So just a reminder for you to get started with some nice, gentle breaths today. Now, if you didn't get to do them with me just now, then you can do them in the car. Turn the radio off and just breathe, just for a few minutes. Then you can resume your regular activities. Okay? All right, so I wanted to share with you this morning because I got so frustrated with there not being enough good news being hot. And honestly, when I went looking for it, I found a few stories, but there wasn't just like an overflow. As a matter of fact, this is an old story, but I think it's still an important story, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share two stories with you. And it's an example of how to be intentional about finding the good. Find the good word. Seek it out. So I went seeking it out, and I came across a story. It's a popular story because the Grammys just happened, and we have ourselves the youngest Grammy winner since Blue Ivy, child. So Aura V and her dad, Fuge, won a Grammy for Best Children's Album for Harmony. I don't know if you've heard about it, if you've seen get the awards. I missed it, but I thought this was a big deal because Aura is years old, and dad, and I should say her dad, Fuge, which is spelled F-Y-U with the umlaut over the U. That's the two dots over the U. TCH. So FYUTCH. He is an artist and activist. So he uses his music to change the world. And now his baby girl is on board with him, and she goes around performing with him. They have this album, Harmony, and it is so cute. It is. I'm loving the new artists like Van and all these young artists coming out with all these positive messages for not just young people, but all of us. It says things like, I am special love, I am light, I can do this, I'm brave. All those affirmations that we go back to as adults, they're filling themselves with 9 years old. V is a Grammy winner. She and her dad, Fuge. I wonder if I can share the video. I want to share a tab.
Hello, Fuge.
Scanning.
Welcome.
I am love. I am light. I am smart. I am bright. I am patient. I am kind. I'm unique. One of a kind. Oh yeah. That's right. I love my life. I love myself. I love myself. I love me. I love me. I love me. I love me. I am safe. I am brave.
I love myself. All right, I got another good news story for you. Now, this news story happens in McKinney, Texas. Let me share this with you. News. McKinney, Texas. when you had a heart attack, have a heart attack in McKinney, Texas, or any U.S. city, pretty much, you only have, if that heart attack doesn't happen in a hospital, you have about a 10% chance of survival. McKinney, Texas did some work to change that. So they went to Seattle, Washington, I think, for a training. So 2 years, city of McKinney, Texas, they improved their cardiac arrest survival rates by, and by the way, that number went from 10 to 47%. 10% chance of survival to 47% chance of survival. Now, why is that? And that is because they placed automatic external defibrillators, AEDs, directly into neighborhoods with the goal of reducing the response time. So if you have a heart attack in the street and someone calls 911, it's probably going to take more than 4 minutes for them to get there. So that's when your chance of survival just goes down, down, down. But with these AEDs, they have found, and they found that out by doing a training academy in Seattle, Washington. Seattle is just always on the cutting edge of stuff. Homelessness, and now life-saving efforts like this. They've got AEDs all over neighborhoods. And McKinney thought that they would take that model, try it in McKinney. They even had people really skeptical that it would even work. Would it just be a waste of resources? But now that they're seeing those survival rates up, they see that having something as simple as an AED in the neighborhood, on major streets in the area, you could dramatically increase the life saving efforts for community members. So McKinney is now going to expand their cardiac response by deploying 200 AEDs in a new Neighborhood Heroes campaign. Residents across the city will serve as first responders in case of a cardiac emergency in their community. So if you're comfortable with using an AED, you can save a life. You can save a life. I just thought that was a great story, and maybe one that other cities could start model, so that we're saving lives in our community. So yeah, sometimes you got to hunt for the good news. I found 2 stories there. Maybe you'll find 2 more of your own. I know there's good stuff happening out there, and it can be hard to see because there's so much mess. There's so much pain. There's so much hurt and turmoil. And the word that I like, heaviness. It's heavy. It's heavy. But, we can find some lightness in our days and search for those stories. It's kind of bad that, these stories aren't meeting us and hitting us in the face. We actually have to do research to find them. So whatever moves you, whatever grooves you, honey. I just say good morning and make sure that we're morning off with something positive and light. We're doing those breaths. Oh, before I let you go, there was something that I wanted to remind you of while we're speaking of good news and staying on that track. I picked up a I don't know if I can call it a habit yet. I took some steps. I want to remove. Do I want to remove that source? I want to leave that source there. Sorry, multitask. So I took some steps, and I'm going to try to do it once a week. I'm going to see. Like I said, it's not a habit yet. I just did it a couple of times last week. But to preserve my soul well-being, what I have done, and maybe this is a good tip for you. So we're all on social media. That's how you watch it. And we know that social media doesn't have a lot of filters. It doesn't filter out a lot of the mess. So you have to be the filter. So when I first started getting all these social media channels and things for my business, naturally you see other celebrities and other groups and businesses and just other stuff that pops up in social media. So you like and follow, like and follow, like and follow. It almost just becomes like, you're not even thinking about it. You just click and like and follow. They said one thing that I like and follow. So I had to go back and be the filter. And I went back through, I only did this with Instagram so far. I don't get it a lot on Facebook, but Instagram for sure. Certain things that I signed up for years ago don't apply to me now. They don't benefit me now. So I've unfollowed. I'm not talking about people. We're talking about so I'm not saying celebrities are people, but what I'm saying is some of the stuff that comes with them, I don't need to know. I don't care to know. So I'm taking it off my feed just because it's too loud. It's just too loud and regular. So I've had to unfollow those silly pages that aren't doing anything to help my mental. And when I unfollow one, then I try to find one to follow. So I'm finding a lot of self-care and those sites that teach you how to breathe and rewire the vagus nerve and all of that. So now I'm liking and follow that because that's where I'm going. That's that's the path. So all of the other stuff that we call entertainment is fine. Entertainment is fine, and I'm not your choices and who you follow. But for me, I've had to monitor what I consider entertainment. It was feeding me. I'm not learning anything from it. It's just a silly way to pass time, but it's also a big way to go into drift. So now you find yourself on social media and you're just scrolling. You're not even thinking about it. You just from one silly piece of mess to the next. So I did that for me. I don't know what you will choose and how you choose to filter, but you can. Maybe that is setting a limit for how much you entertain yourself with the silly, because we need silly sometimes, right? But maybe you only give yourself 30 minutes out of the day, not the whole day, just a little bit of time, and not before bed. Maybe you are limiting your news consumption because it's too much. They're not telling you stories about Refuge. They're not giving you all of those. They're not telling you about what's happening in McKinney, about, with residents, saving each other's lives with these AEDs. They're not giving us this. So it is up to us to make sure we become our own filter. That's my only bit of advice today. Breathe, find the good, and filter. Breathe, find the good, seek it out, and filter. Because everything that comes at you is not something that you need to ingest. All right? Oh. That's it. I hope you have a great day. I know it is Monday. We think of Mondays sometimes as it's Monday, weekend's gone. But, I see it as a new start. A fresh new start to the week, a chance to start new. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that by filtering, finding the good. You got it. You got it. Make it a great day. And I am going to see you again soon. When we'll do some more breathing with Bounty and Bliss, and I'll keep you up to date on what else is happening with Sugar Pearls. Don't forget to get your sea moss gel, your elderberry lemonade, and all those things that make you feel good inside that are good for you. Don't forget to come by and pick it up. Come by and get it. Okay, good. We're getting ready for an event month, a pop-up event. So make sure that I've got room in the fridge for the new stock so that, so come get your stuff. All right. I love you. I hope to see you soon. Make it a great day, and next time.